these several boards that I cut to shape like this, well, they were old stringers from crates, from pallets, but they were just right for the undercarriage of that tool rack that I made out of pallets that was in the back of the Blazer. And I had to add these on, keep adding them on to get them above a catch point in the back of the Blazer. It wasn't quite going to slide in flat. And then I realized last night, hey, I could take these off and maybe, just maybe, that shelf system would fit in here. And it turns out it almost does. I'm going to need to cut maybe 4 inches off the back, maybe one pallet set off the back. But there's room. There's extra room back there. So if I cut off at this side of that first pallet cross member, then this thing will fit, not only fit, but fit underneath and slide right in. So that's a little thing I can work on when I get home. Do have to take it all out to put in the seat cover, or the floor mat, basically, for this section. And on the other hand, that's going to slide, or it's going to be slick when I put it in. So I am going to put it in. I may end up deciding, well, maybe I won't use that part. But I do kind of like the idea of it being in. And still learning about how things work on this deal. It's kind of cool. This part lays totally flat. If you bring it down, don't have anything in there, but it's got catches here. You can see that little tab that goes right in there, and it makes a shelf, and it's pretty sturdy. And when it's down flat, there's where the catches are for it to be flat. And it does, like I said, it doesn't go down all the way right now, but that's kind of nice. It makes it even with the wheel well, so that you've got even a little extra distance across the top. It's one of those features that the 4Runner has that I watched some videos to see what the little curiosities were, and there's some cool stuff there. Decided to use this for the jumper cables, and the jack is here and it's all there. Looks like these are for like mesh panels, maybe, to go across, and maybe something's missing out of those. I'm not sure. But also the cover will, I think, hook up here, maybe just to, if you got stuff in there, don't want everybody to see. Yeah, there's a lot of little interesting details that they've put in to this. Oh, speaking of which, let me show you this. This is going to be no surprise for many people, because there's tons of videos out about this, but the 4Runner has this extra little detail. It's a plastic face here that pops out into cup holders, and then another little plate. That's crazy. I need somebody to drive me around so I can sit back here and enjoy this. Super cool little detail. And then it's automatically goes in and shut. All right, I have decided that the measurement is 6 inches to come off the back, so that it will fit flat. Well, fit underneath this and allow this to go flat. And so I'm going to double check that measurement, but then I've got my cut line marked here, and my son-in-law gave me this very slick woodpecker's like T-square that will allow me to run that line, and then it's going to take a circular saw and go all the way around it. May have to finish it off with a hand saw on some parts, but we'll see. And it still should be pretty solid. It's a little shaky, but oh, I didn't realize this was actually broken in front. I could probably glue that. Probably should glue that. It's absolutely nothing fancy, is it? But it's been really handy. And the nice thing, 6 inches is right here, so that's about a ½ an inch behind that end stop for the frame. So should be able to get full use out of the basket too. Okay, here we go. Well, I'm not positive that I'm gonna get an exact line. It looks a little closer than this one, doesn't it? But that board may be off a bit, so these are not perfect, of course. So let's finish the cuts along here, and then I'll have to get a handsaw to finish the little bit down below on each of those. And then I need to attach the plate. I just did them front and back, so I need to attach it on a support back here for the slide plate. Interested to see how this works. It would have been good if I'd gotten an intermediate step video here, but man, it turned out to be more than I thought at first. It's one of those close, very, very close things. There were top slats on both of these, and that was just too much, just that much too much for this to come down all the way and latch in. So I took the whole thing apart and took one level off. So the one that was on here, the pieces, I took those off. So there's one level left. So there's still a little bit of clearance in there. And yet it fits up underneath. And this one's a little tight, but it did latch down into the lock position. Whew. Well, this is totally extra. I did not plan on doing this, but it's like 75 degrees today, and it would be like 5 degrees in Indianapolis if I tried to do this anytime before spring. So this is fantastic to get it out of the way. A couple little details I want to adjust is I want to make slide trays for this, and I've got these metal trays, but they're just a hair too big. So either I need to take it apart again, which I do not really want to do when I get back, like in the spring or something, and sand or plane down those insides a little bit, or make another one with maybe a nicer pallet or something. But this is great for now, and interested in your thoughts. I certainly hope you've had a very Merry Christmas and are looking forward to a great New Year. Lord bless you and keep you, and please keep in touch.